Let's build a doghouse together, guys. Okay, for old Elion. Hey, good pup. Right? All right, I did this, and now we're gonna add his doghouse. We got to build the foundation. The foundation is like your relationship. If it's not strong, it's not gonna last. Just say facts, right? All right. So when I'm doing this, I'm making sure I got all the support because humans and animals are going to be in here. I want to make sure that doesn't swag or give. I got plywood, Durock, and then a melamine board. Between each layer, I was caulking every seam and every joint. So when it lays down, it's just basically sticking to itself and making a water seam. So when I put this as a waterproof doghouse in the interior side, it truly is. Okay. So now we got the bottom all poly with the insulation so we can protect it from the cold and elements from the bottom too. Okay, now we're going to supply the walls. The walls have to be level. If your walls ain't level, this is not going to look right. Okay, the design was from the homeowner. They said, hey, this is a picture. Can you put it together? I said, bet. So now we got our structure up. Now we need to add the front porch. All right. So the front porch, we added it separately. Well, I wanted to add it separately so it's easy for them to remove because they wanted it to make it so they can transport this doghouse to a different location if need be. I said, say less. So we got that up. Now we're gonna get to that roofing system. Okay, the roofing system is all how you want it to look. You can have a lean-to. You're gonna have just a regular roof like I'm doing right now, or you want to go ahead and go fancy and start putting notches in there and letting it sit on those rafters. Let those rafters sit in deeper. No, I didn't want that because it was trying to make it quicker. Because the longer I stayed on the project, the more the customer had to pay. So we wanted to cut the cost in some other way. So this is what I did. Okay. It doesn't matter if it's sitting on top or not because as long as you tie it down with the Simpson hurricane straps, it's not going nowhere, guys. Okay? It's a doghouse. It's not a real house. Okay? We're not sitting it in there. So now we're gonna go ahead and put our plywood up there. You can use OSB or you can use the good shit, whichever your money in your pocket feels like it needs to be at this point. Okay? So now we got it dried in and it's looking good. It's looking where we want it to be. We got a door, we got a window, we got a doggy door. Now we're gonna put this T111. You can get this at your local Lowe's. I don't support Home Depot because they seem like they don't hire the right people. I'm just saying, it's just facts for me every time I go there. Okay, so now we got that T111. We're gonna come and put the primer on here first on the drip edge so I can go ahead and apply a drip edge. Okay, want to make sure that everything is coated the way it needs to be to look like a functional house, but doggy house, right? So I'm cutting these little pieces right here so it can pad out so I can insulate the backside of this plywood, which I didn't show because it got a little bit messy. So now you can see what I was doing. Now I'm filling in those gaps right there with the plywood. Now we got to where all the plywood's up. See all the little holes and stuff that I'm leaving everywhere? That's so I can fill it in. Okay? We're not done putting insulation. Boom, we want the poly. This poly here is gonna be on the backside of the waterproof membrane I'm putting on here. Well, not membrane, but the material. You're gonna see here in a few. Okay, you just glue it on. You didn't see the glue, it's like a little silicone, but you're using this board right here. You see what it says, waterproof panel. Okay, you put this on with the heat gun on the corners, allowing it. You kind of have to put your measurements to whatever size you're making this doghouse, so it can do what it needs to do. Okay. Other than that, you see the process happening. Okay, we got everything seamed up, looking good. Don't worry about the gap. Remember that was a door going there. So you see the little black hole? That's all right. I'm over here checking and making sure that it looks good. So you can see me in my hat. My hat was priceless. Okay. We're gonna address this little area right here. Make sure that we're covering this area. Make sure it looks bueno. Okay. We're gonna come back to that. Sprayer. If you ain't got a Greco sprayer by now, you truly ain't painting. You know what I mean? Sprayers right now is gonna help you go quicker in some aspects if you can use the sprayer. Like I can prime this whole thing, but I still gonna have to paint with the brush and roller when I start rolling out the true color. Okay, this is just a primer putting on here, letting everything go. Anytime that you are painting exterior wood, you have to let it dry. If not, the paint is not going to adhere to the wood properly and it's gonna be spotty. Okay, we don't want that. We want solid colors when we put the final coats on here. All right, and always remember to caulk. If you're not caulking, your painting skills are not there. This is like by far the first thing you have to do in prep work. Okay? After you done taped everything off, you caulking shit down. Okay? Now, let's address this problem. Make some custom cuts for this because I wanted it to be secure and make it look what the customer kind of wanted. This is their idea. All right? Boom. Looks good to me, guys. Okay? That's plexiglass in there. That's not regular glass. All right? Now I'm doing my cut ins. Painters, I give it to you. This is, time consuming. You got to have true patience to paint. That's all I got to say. True patience to paint. But other than that, it looks good. It's gonna get out of here, and I'm gonna get this thing done by the night. And look, my word is everything. Okay, they got this. No, I'm not gonna bring it to you, but yes, I'm gonna bring it to you in the light. You see, we got the outdoor fan for the dog, for El Elion, and an interior. See, power's on, guys. Power's on. AC in here, so when it gets too hot during the summer, he can come in here and cool down. All right. This is what the customer's vision into reality. And plus, I had to put this mesh right here because animals kept coming in here trying to eat his food. So now we're trying to protect the animals from him because he was over here, I don't know, getting at them. But in all reality, this was one of those builds that I love. Takes me out of my element of doing remodeling, and then I get to go ahead and build something like this to keep the customers happy. Look at Alien. He's happy. So happy pup. Look at him, guys. Look at him. It's a big canine, man. He's a big lovable canine. He likes to have fun. It's a good dog. This was a good build. This is something easy that you can do. It really was. You saw it goes up. As long as you build that foundation, everything can hold up.